Alright, so what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So decided to do a video here on my car instead, because sometimes at the house it'd be too loud with kids and whatnot, and plus I have a little free time right now, just parked here at the Valera and whatnot. But on this video, and by the way, if it like the movement is everywhere, because I'm holding it with my phone, so I don't have like a holder real quick on me. So again, it's just out there and shit. But like I was saying, on this one, I'm going to go over a little bit, how to get started on the Amazon Influencer Program, what steps you got to take in 2026 to actually get approved, how does the process look, and, all that good stuff in between. So like that, what to do and really get started with this program, because honestly, this is literally one of the top easy 5 ways on how to make money, with literally no investment needed, no risk. Like, this is just literally pure profit. Like, such a good model. So now, yeah, but without further ado, let's get straight into it. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button, drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And if you haven't hit subscribe, get on the subscribe button. Be sure to follow your boy, because I am going to be dropping a lot of tips and shit on how to do all these programs with both Amazon AFP and both with TikTok Shop affiliate too. UGC, I've said in my previous videos, I'm trying to get out of that, so I'm probably not going to be dropping no content on UGC moving forward, because I just I don't want to deal with it. So, but yeah, now as far as getting into the program, the very first thing that you're going to want to do when it comes to the Amazon Influencer Program, if you haven't already, because I know a lot of people, they hear about this influencer program and they automatically assume like, oh, I got to be an actual influencer and have, thousands, if not millions of followers and all that stuff, right? That is not true for the most part. And I say the most part because in a way you kind of do need some type of following, like a little bit, but not even just based on following, like the follower amount, more like engagement in a way. Because with the Amazon Influencer Program, you do need at least one social media account that has some type of engagement. Because again, I mean, it's an influencer thing, right? So you are trying to be somewhat of an influencer, but you're not being like a whole Kim Kardashian type of influencer or something like that either. Okay, so now that being said, you will need one social media account. I advise to people that TikTok is probably the easiest one that you're going to be able to do this with, just because with TikTok you have a much more higher chance of people commenting on your stuff, liking your stuff, and more people are getting on that platform. So it's actually much easier. I mean, I've seen a lot of people get approved with just TikTok. Now, if you already have somewhat of a following, like on Instagram, YouTube, or even Facebook, you can attempt with those social media accounts. I tried with my YouTube on this one, where I have like over 2,000 followers, got denied. I tried with my TikTok, which we have like over 5,000-6,000 followers on there. For some reason, we got denied on that one too. Apparently, only my Instagram one works. So it just goes to show, it just really depends. But again, these days, Amazon is just really looking for engagement. So if you do create a social media platform, get on TikTok, make an account, like, I don't know, posting your dogs, kids, just something that gets people to really like comment on there, to really engage. And so like that, little by little, you start, just posting videos, getting engagement. Go comment on other people's stuff too. Go engage, let them engage with you, and just build up that, social media platform. There's no certain amount of engagement or followers that, that I can tell you is going to get you approved. You just really have to attempt, once in a while and see what actually works. I mean, I've seen people get approved with less than like 500 followers. So, it really depends, but that engagement is key. So engage, go comment on people's shit, go do this and that, get people to follow your stuff, to, retweet your stuff, reshare your stuff, all that good shit. Okay. So that's going to be your first step. Until you have that social media account, you basically cannot move forward into the next steps that I'm about to list. So if you don't have that, just in place just yet, stop this video, don't even watch the rest, and get on that shit, okay? Because the rest is not going to matter to you until you can get, a social media account. Now, going into the actual second step, once you get, that social media account approved, Amazon gives you that email like, hey, you've been approved for the program. Then from there, you're basically going to be given a storefront. You'll have the whole account and all that good shit, okay? Now, when it comes to this next step, with a brand new account, basically you're going to have like a little lock on your dashboard, which I'll show you, all that stuff like on a different video and whatnot. But it's going to be a blue lock. For the first time, you do got to post your first 3 videos. So these 3 videos, you got to make shoppable videos, review videos, whatever you want to call them. You're basically going to show Amazon like, hey, I know what to do. I follow the guidelines. So you got to post your first three reviews. So that can be, like a keyboard or something, like just explain, hey, I like this keyboard, you know, because of this and that. It has helped me in this way. Just keep it simple, nothing too crazy. Don't go, you know, overboard with the video. If you can, stick to like less than a minute, 30 seconds minimum at least. But if it's something more higher end, like a lawnmower or something like that, then, you know, 2 minutes wouldn't hurt either. So just keep it simple, you know, just something so simple that, you know, you really just can't fail, right? Make sure there's no barcodes anywhere in your background, like Amazon packaging or anything like that. Don't use the Amazon logo or on any of your stuff or anything like that, you know, because Amazon is very strict on that stuff, and they do detect it. They will take it down or reject you. Don't give no professional medical advice about anything, you know, with like medication, supplements, any of that stuff. Just kind of basic stuff that you kind of wouldn't do, you know, normally, right? Like adult toys. Don't do your first 3 videos with adult toys. Yes, you can review those type of products, but I would not advise those, because some of those toys you have to, like, you know, they show certain parts. So just simple stuff, okay? Just simple stuff for your first 3 videos. Do those videos, get the audio good, get the visual good, get some good lighting, you know, temperature lighting, or what do you call it, room lighting and all that stuff. So just keep it simple, keep it straight, submit your first 3 videos, and then once Amazon approves those videos, they will unlock that little feature, and from there you're able to start tagging more stuff, you're able to start uploading more videos, and really just getting on your grind, okay? Now, one thing I did miss out to point out to you guys, going back to the social media thing real quick, whatever social media account you use to get into this program, just do be aware that once you get approved with that program, you know, you cannot have it private, okay? If you private your account, or if it's already private, you will get denied and they will take your account down. Also, you cannot change the handle on your account unless you reach out to Amazon first. So, you know, pick a username that you're going to use for your social media, for the Amazon influencer, which I advise you use this username for everything that you're going to use in this business model, because you will end up expanding to like Facebook, YouTube. So you want something that's going to be similar for all the platforms. So like that, when brands try to find you, they try to reach out to you, you have, you know, a variety of ways for them to, you know, reach out to you and, you know, try to collaborate and stuff. So yeah, but if you try to change that name without Amazon's approval, they will take that your account. So yeah, and no Amazon logos on any of your stuff. They are very strict about that shit. So if they catch you using their logos, they will take down your account too. It happened to me once already before, so don't do it. All right, but yeah, so I just completely, you know, forgot that in the first stage, and I'm not about to redo this fucking video. So yeah, but anyways, like I said, after you get approved, you know, all those 3 videos, you're good on that aspect, you know, you get into the program. From there, you basically just start, you know, going. At that point, you're on go mode, you know. From here, I do advise basically just, if you can, maybe invest in some type of equipment, like mic, you know, decent phone. You know, you don't need like a high-tech phone or anything. Now, if you can't get a mic or anything like that, it's totally fine. You can do the program without, you know, all this extra stuff, but it will help a lot, especially with your audio. And I say this a lot because I will go on these storefronts, like some of these products, I will look at all these other people's videos just to get a glimpse of how other people do it. And like, you will see some of these videos, the visual will be pretty good, you know, but then you listen to the audio and it's like fucking crap, bro. Like, it'd be so low. Like, I'd be watching these on my laptop, and like I would have it like on half the volume, and you can still barely hit it, like hear that shit. And if I put it all the way up, you just barely hear it enough to like get a gist of what they're actually saying. So audio is very important. If you can't get some type of device for it, be willing to talk loud at least, because yeah, man, if people can't hear your video, they're not gonna watch it, okay? And you're not gonna convert well, and then you're not gonna make any commissions. So I feel for some of these people who do these, you know, get into this program and they don't invest into some actual audio equipment. You know, there's some affordable stuff out there too. You know, there's like $40 mics, $30 mics. They might not be the best compared to like the one I'm using. This one cost me like $90. I got it on the Black Friday deal, so normally it's like $120 or something like that. But hey, I mean, if it gets the job done, you know, just get it. You know, don't let the quality, you know, try to stop you either. You know, just try to get something if possible. But again, if you can't, be willing to talk louder and make your voice clear. Use a software like CapCut as well, and just, you know, increase the volume on there. It will help out a lot. But regardless, you know, just try. Lighting, it's all debatable. You can definitely get something like a ring light. No, not a ring light. Don't get a ring light. Get like one of those box lights or something like that, or get like a bar, but no ring light, because those don't reflect well, especially if you use glasses. But otherwise, you can use, light from the sun and whatnot. So if it hits your room nicely, that's even better because you get that natural lighting. So, but at the end of the day, though, don't focus, don't let these two things stop you. These are just little extra tips that I want to give you if you are able to, basically get a better advantage using these things. Okay, if you can't, though, it's perfectly fine. Like I said, you don't need to buy nothing. Just work with what you got. All right, so don't let it eat you up and shit. All right, and then like I said, from there, just after that, you're all set up. You got your camera stand, your phone stand, whatever you want to call it, all that good stuff. Get on the Amazon app, use a little camera feature on there whenever you're looking stuff up, and scan everything in your home. That's going to be the first thing that you're going to want to review, is all the things in your house. Look it up, see if it's on Amazon, and if it is, make a video for that product, either showing the product itself or putting yourself in it. I'm going to tell you right now, showing yourself in it will be a much better way. But if you are more on the shy side, you don't want to put yourself out there like that, then you can do without it. But to me personally, I think it's just going to limit you, especially when down the road, brands want to collaborate with you. So, but again, you don't have to. It's just my suggestion, okay? These are all just my suggestions at the end of the day. So yeah, scan everything in your house though, like your fridge, your mattress, the shampoo you use, the toothpaste, the toothbrush, the nails on your door, the doorknobs on your door, the handles on your drawers and all that shit, the bed frame, your shoes, video games, the TV, like literally every single item that you can think of in your house. There's probably an 80% chance that it's on Amazon. And if you just scan them, review them, post a video, all that good stuff, next thing you know, you come out with like 500 videos up front. So yeah, and like that, it gets it gets your feet wet. You get a gist of how to do this thing, improve, make more quality stuff, especially if you have never done something like this before. Like me, I'm kind of used to doing this because I already did YouTube content before, social media stuff a little bit. So, to me, it comes natural, but for someone else, it might not. So just, get a hang of it, getting used to being able to talk naturally too. I know some people, they'll want to like read the description from like the Amazon page and you kind of sound like all robotic and shit. Like try not to do that. Actually get a feel for how the product works. So like that, your words come out more naturally and you sound more, like you sound more professional, whenever you're doing these video reviews and shit. So, but yeah, and so like that, you'll convert better. Don't over edit your videos or anything like that either. You don't need no flashy transitions, none of these colorings, all this and that. The more raw, the more basic you do, the better, okay? At the end of the day, these are real life human reviews, and people that are shopping on Amazon are going to want to see these from an actual real person, okay? So there's no need for you to do all this extra shit, okay? If you have to cut some stuff, if you mess up in your wording when you're talking, because I know I be cutting some stuff, that's okay, because I do it literally all the time on my videos. If I mess up somewhere along the videos and it's pretty bad, I'll just cut it off using CapCut, which is a software. Like that's okay, but don't be trying to like do all this extra stuff, okay? No background music on your videos either. I don't think Amazon allows that anymore. And no cursing, like no saying shit, this and that. And yeah, I mean, read all the terms of services with Amazon, understand what they want, what they don't allow in their videos, and you should be perfectly fine. But yeah, after that, I mean, once you get used to it, you start uploading, then you'll get a better gist of the program itself. You'll probably start feeling more comfortable. You'll probably start seeing some type of commission. I mean, it just really depends on the products. I'm not going to sit here and say that you're going to be guaranteed making money reviewing everything in your house, because it really just depends a lot. How many units each product sells a month, how many people, like how many influencers are already on those carousels. So it is going to vary. But you should start seeing some type of commission in some way if you just sit down and really scan everything, okay? And then from there, well, I'll make a separate video on going from the to the next step from there. But those are basically like the first few basic things that you're gonna need in order to get into this program, get started, and just really just get your feet wet, go into the program, especially in 2026. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll make separate videos going over some other tips, more strategic, more expert type of tips and all that shit. So yeah, but like I said, for the time being, that will be it for this video. Just want to get the basics out of the way, and hopefully this helps you guys get started. If you have any other questions regarding anything that I said, or if I missed something, be sure to drop it down in the comment section below, because I'm pretty sure I might have missed something, like the handle thing. I missed that completely, so I have to go back and re-say it. But yeah, so yeah, but as always guys, I'll see you on the next one. Be sure to like that, smash that like button, drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.